Welcome to the review of BATEN KAITOS 1 and 2 HD Remastered, a classic Japanese RPG title which got released for PC via Steam in June 2024. It's a remastered bundled version of the Nintendo GameCube titles BATEN KAITOS Eternal Wings and the Lost Ocean and BATEN KAITOS Origins. This title is a Namco IP. It was released for GameCube back in 2003 in Japan and 2004 in North America. 20 years later, the game was ported for the Nintendo Switch and recently for PC by Logical Beat. There is one thing that troubled me while I was preparing the review. Should I treat this as a brand new game for PC users or as a remastered one for the nostalgic gamers who have played the original? Well, I have decided to try doing a bit of both. The BATEN KAITOS series is set in a world where people live on top of a group of skyborne island nations. These floating islands are the only habitable places of what was left of Earth, which was massively destroyed during a catastrophic battle between the children of the Earth, known as the War of the Gods. So let's start with basics. Who is this game for? This is a great match for JRPG fans who enjoy games like Final Fantasy and the likes. However, if you have never played anything like this before, this is a great title, particularly if you enjoy visual novels, as there is a lot of storytelling. However, this is also a great title for fans of card games. Card games, you say? Well, yes, if you're familiar with the GameCube title, you already know this. But if this is your first time playing this game, the way you fight your enemies is by building a deck of cards, each card with special abilities that helps you defeat the enemies. The fights are turn-based as in most JRPGs, but on each turn you need to select the cards you want to use, and so you have to place them strategically on the deck. So initially you are presented with a limited slots deck, but you will unlock them as the game progresses. A combination of simple attacks and defense cards will get you a long way, especially at first. You play as Callas, a young boy who lost his grandfather and brother during an attack by the Imperial military. But you, as a player, you act more like his guardian, so throughout the story, Callas will ask you how to proceed. Don't worry, your choices will not affect the end story, but it might have a small effect on the abilities you get. But in general, you don't have to stress out that much about the choices presented to you. So how does it feel to play it in 2024? Well, if you are a fan of the genre, this is a great game to play, except for its controls. Yes, I will be honest, I struggled with the controls, which is understandable as this is a port, so expect some inconsistencies. So like to skip a cutscene, you need to press and hold escape, and on the screen it says A, as if it is a Nintendo controller. The mouse is not that useful, so you will need to use the A and D keys a lot. And if you want to pause the game, you need to press space, and you access the game menu by pressing Tab. Oh, and the voiceovers are all in Japanese. But that is not necessarily a bad thing, right? So I need to point out that this game is for serious fans of the genre, as the controls will test your patience. But of course you will figure it out. According to its Steam page, it offers partial Xbox controller support, so that would make the gameplay much easier. To conclude this review, I can definitely recommend this title specifically to you who are true JRPG fans and who enjoy card games, but also visual novels. It has a true fantasy feeling, so if you're into this style of games, you will find this nostalgic title very enjoyable.